Sup? Look what I borrowed from timbersedgeknives.com. A Reate. Come on, man. Usually they're pretty cool, especially if they're around me, because they're usually like budget pieces. This is a Pl-Xe Black Micarta Nitro V Stonewash. Yeah, remember what I said about budget pieces? This thing can't be too much money because, I mean, it's Nitro V, Black Micarta. Oh, if that's the knife, I'm interested. Yeah, pretty cool. Got a little Reate sticker. I'm not sure what that is. Pretty sure that says Reate somewhere. Yep, right there. Got a, I'm guessing it's like a manufacturer's card. Let's look. Yeah. All right. Well, now we know everything, so you can pause and see everything you want to. Thumb hole, Black Micarta, Nitro V Stonewash. It's a pivot lock. 8 inches overall, almost 3.5 inch blade, and under 5 ounces. All right, very cool. Like them little cards, because then I kind of don't have to list anything or talk about it. You just pause the screen and check it out. So I am a fan of their pivot locks. So what's not to like about this? Look at that big chunk of Black Micarta. I mean, that is 2 big chunks. Looks like some kind of lock mechanism, and then the button. What's in here? I see a plastic bag, so I want to know what that is. Okay. It's got a spring and a couple of screws. All right. Fair enough. I'm going to stick it right back where I found it. How about that? Put that little dry pack silica back on top of it. And we're going to put this over here and that over there. And here we go. All right, well, let's get that blade out. Oh, wow, is that nice? Ooh. Does that lock it? Yeah, it locks it open. Oh, my goodness. You know, give a good knife manufacturer a minute to make a couple of models of something and see where it ends up. Oh, my goodness. Wonder if that locks it. Yeah, it only locks it open. It does not keep me from opening the knife. But once it's open, I can deploy that lock and I can't accidentally unlock it. It does, just so you know, when I push that and it's locked, it does move. It creates play in the blade. Here, but it's locked. It won't allow the blade to close. Does have a little bit of play in this blade right now when it's open. Let me see if I can get rid of that. Yeah, it's got a little bit of wiggle in it. Yeah, it's there. I'm not sure that I can get it out of there. Yeah, it's got a little bit of wiggle. It doesn't have any up and down. It's all side to side. Like it's locked up solid up and down, but it's got a little bit of side to side wiggle in it. Reverse flick, thumb flick, very smooth. Yep. Deep carry pocket clip, recess, got a cap screw. No backspacer, but they did mill these scales to come together so that you can't get your fingers down in there. And it's got steel liners that are highly skeletonized on both sides. Keep the weight down. Beautiful satin finish on that Nitro V. Good jimping. Well, let's talk about this action. So, the button itself, that pivot lock, drop shut, super smooth. Yeah, that thing runs crazy. Reverse flick, very snappy. Thumb flick as well. Yeah, I mean, it's got great action, but because of that blade play, I'm gonna give it a B plus, because I don't like my blades to wiggle. Now, I'm not saying it's a deal breaker on the knife, but the fact that, and I tightened this up quite a bit, the fact that it's wiggling and I can't get it to tighten, I mean, just means that there's some space in that action somehow. And if I can't tighten it out of there, yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean the lock's going to fail, and I'm going to try to fail it. I mean, I wrapped that crap out of that, and it's solid as a rock. So it doesn't mean the knife's going to fail, but I don't like the fact that it wiggled. So even though the rest of the action is definitely A-level action, I'm going to gig it. You know, it gets a gig, man, because the blade rocks. I mean, the blade wiggles in there. Yep. Ergonomics. So very comfortable, wonderful knockdown on this micarta. It's smooth, but it's got a lot of little milling in it, so you can feel that. And it's very comfortable in the hand. The ergonomics of it, the thumb just lands on this wonderful jimping. I dig it. It's got an excellent choke up. So if you're looking for a knife that you can choke up and slice, I mean, honestly, the ergonomics of this, it's almost like a little mini chef knife, even, sort of. Big, tall, flat grind. I mean, I would expect this to be super sharp. We'll see. But excellent ergonomics. Got a great reverse grip. Super comfortable. My fingers are locking over that pocket clip. Really nice. Cap the butt. Super confident grip there. And I can get here. My palm tucks in behind here. My thumb caps over the top. And this is legit. And I'd rather be here for sure than here. Yep. Let's check the pocket clip. I want to make sure that it's steel. It's not. It's stamped titanium. Yeah, I thought, looking at it, I wonder if that's titanium. And yeah, it's stamped titanium. The hardware's steel. Yeah, all the hardware's steel, but the pocket clip is stamped titanium. Let's check that pocket clip. Standard jean size thickness material represented here on the inside. Yeah, very smooth, one hand in, deep carry. The knife completely disappears. Could put a little extra tension on it, but it's very smooth, one-handed. And this thing's going to run in whatever you want it. Thick stuff, yeah, it's going to go easily. Could carry this in the front of some bibs or hunting bibs or work bibs or duty pants for sure. This would most definitely fit in duty pants. It's got a hole for a lanyard. Check it for safety here. Yeah, there's no blade contact through the back. The tip is nicely recessed, so clip's good, tip's good. Can handle the knife any way I want. And I'm not going to catch the sharp part unless the knife is open. How's that detent created? Yeah, It's a little soft holding that shut. I'm thinking I can shake that open. Yep, there it goes. Now it took quite a shake. That first shake didn't go. So it's got a detent. There's the tension created with this mechanism. But if I really sling it, it'll go. Yeah. We checked that lock, so let's see how sharp that Nitro V is. Yeah, it's an absolute razor. Yeah, pretty cool. With the exception of the wiggly blade. I mean, I could handle. I mean, honestly, I can't even remember the last knife I had factory new that had a wiggle that I couldn't adjust out. Now, maybe if I took it apart and messed with the action, I could get it out of it. But just tightening this pivot mechanism, yeah, it's got a little bit of a wiggle going on. It's not a lot, but wow, look at that satin finish on there. It's gorgeous. I mean, like I say, is it a deal breaker for me on the knife? Not necessarily. If the price was right, I mean, the ergonomics matched me, the big tall flat grind, and for the purposes that I needed a knife, if that fit, I don't know that little bit of wiggle in there would run me off. But, we definitely get accustomed to having knives that don't have play in their folding action. This one's got a little bit of wiggle. Yeah, pretty cool. How much? Let's get the dollar sign on it. You know what? I decided before I even look at the price on it, I'm going to take it apart. Because, I mean, there's no sense passing on taking it apart when, in fact, it's got something going on. You know what I mean? Because maybe I can deal with that. I don't know that I can. But, not quite sure what I got to do to get in here. Let's just start pulling screws. We'll see. It's got a reversible pocket clip, and that one held that on. Yeah, it's the same as the rest of their pivot locks. Very familiar. Look at all the skeletonizing going on in here. It's a bunch, man. Ooh, stop it. Yeah, that locks out. That thing fell right there on my finger. I mean, I feel like I'm a second away from a paper cut. Well, I wonder if I can pull adjust this lock screw here, because this locks this pivot. If I can pull that and tighten this up. I'm going to try. Yeah, that literally locks that whole action down. Yeah, I can definitely tighten it. No wiggle. How about it? Sometimes you just gotta take a step, right? Yeah, and it didn't turn much, but the little bit that it turned, it absolutely locked that down. Now the lock's on it. Oh, yeah, solid as a rock. Look at all that drama I created for no reason. What's the matter with me, man? What's the matter with you? Let's get this put back in. Come on, man. Like saving the action was nothing. There we go. Nah, that can't be forward with the blade close. It's going to have to be right there. Yeah, that looks right. All right, come on now. All right, let's put a couple of these screws back in. Let's start with this one. It's got assembly grease in there. I can feel it. Yeah, getting it on my thumb. Yeah, rock solid. Yeah, there's no wiggle or play in that blade whatsoever. Yeah, wonderful. So I'm going to upgrade the action to an A. Yeah, it's A level action. It's wonderful. They've perfected this lock. They've got that little pivot lock working. There's no stick. It's not gritty. It's super smooth. Drop shut. Centered blade. So I'm going to upgrade that action to an A. Yep. All right. Well, now let me go find out what they're asking for these things. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm so glad I was able to fix that. Okay. These are going to come in right at 120 bucks. So if you subscribe, you can get this just a tick over $100. Yep. So right around 100 bucks. Very unique little pivot lock. It's got a lock so you can lock it open. You don't have any concerns about that closing. And now that that lock's in there, I push the button. It's got a little bit of wiggle if I push the button, but no wiggle whatsoever if I don't. Yep. Which is the way it's supposed to be. I own a couple of this version of lock in a different model, not in this model. Yep. So just a tick over 100 bucks, man. Pretty cool. Well, I appreciate it. Hopefully you hung out for the whole thing. You got to see me rectify that play in there. Very cool. All right. Appreciate y'all watching.